theme for our stewardship this year is the best is yet to come. We acknowledge our present time of transition and uncertainty. We also acknowledge our need to call on our faith in God and what He has in store for us. Furthermore, we acknowledge our future and the building of that future off not only the faith of the Rejoice saints who come before us, but also ourselves. So what is next? What is the best has yet to come? So we're going to play a little game. Let's play Rejoice Family Feud. 100 pumpkin patch parents were asked the following question. Use your imagination. Number one answer is up on the board. The question is, what is the most often asked question on a family vacation trip?
Oh, there you
Our,
They're so smart.
no, it's like throwing you a softball. Here you go. Are we there yet? Yes. Are we there yet? For Rejoice, where is there? So, what is, or as I said, where is there? There is the budget that covers our wishes, our needs, and our wants. There is defined in the mission site profile. There includes the salary of the first year of Aaron's 1.5-year internship as our vicar, and a half-year salary including full benefits for a pastor. Not an easy wish, need, want to fulfill. Given today's scarce number of candidates available to us to meet our congregational specified profile, a budget item that comes with recommended salaries and expenses. So just how do we get there? Well, as Jerry Maguire said, show me the money. Now, for the parents in here who have children, either they're grown, and they may still do this or not, but all my two children think, there's a money tree that grows in my backyard. Dad, I need money for this. Dad, I need money for that. I was an ATM before they had ATMs. Where is the money? Now, I remember growing up when I was about like so, before cable, Sunday mornings were just inundated with televangelisms. There were all kinds of people. And they could do all kinds of things for you. Now, no disrespect to those who were in that profession, however, if you were physically ill, they could heal you. Simply put your hand on the screen. If you were emotionally or spiritually ill, they could heal you. Simply put your hand on the screen. If you were financially in need, send a check in and you'll get it back tenfold. Or, better yet, the one I always liked, put your checkbook against the screen. We'll take care of it for you. 1 Peter 4:10 tells us, each of you should use whatever gift you have received to serve others as faithful stewards of God's grace in its various forms. Now, I'm not an economics major, but we all understand the phrase ROI, return on investment. I am, because I get paid for this, I am a paid fundraiser, a professional fundraiser. But I do not look at ROI as return on investment. I look at it as reason, opportunity, impact. Now, the budget gives us the reason. Next week's meeting gives us the opportunity, and the stewardship campaign gives us the opportunity. But the question remains, what is the impact? Now, I don't know about you, but whenever I have to make a big decision, I usually have a conflict of interest between my head and my heart. So first, Hebrews 1:11 tells us, now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. So as I mentioned, when I get a big conflict on a big decision, my head versus my heart. When I was first here in Texas, I met somebody. And they came in my head and my heart that I had to answer the question for myself, is this the person that I see my future with? And obviously, my head thought all the logical things, my heart thought all the emotional things, and they kind of go back and forth, back and forth. And that's the problem we're going to have, and I imagine most of you are going to have with this budget as we look at it and decide what is our future. So, I'm going through and I'm going back and forth, and finally it comes down to one word, faith. Faith is powerful. It can move mountains, conquer fears, and enable us to achieve what seems impossible. When we trust wholeheartedly in God, we tap into that incredible power. It's faith that allows us to see miracles and experience God's presence in our lives. The results of faith are profound and life-changing. When we allow faith to take root in our hearts, we begin to see extraordinary transformations in our lives. Faith not only strengthens our relationship with God, but also influences our attitudes, our decisions, and our interactions. It empowers us to love unconditionally and to serve others with grace. And additionally, our faith produces good works, which reflect our commitment and trust in Christ. So here we are. Where? There. Whether we choose it or not, whether we choose it or it is thrust upon us, change brings opportunities and discomfort. We are in a time of change. And in order for new beginning, there must be an ending. It is a time to pause and reflect. It is a time to have a faith-based family conversation. It is a time to honor the past, recognize the present, and prepare for the future. And this is not an easy decision by any means. Our heads may say one thing while our hearts say another. Now, as a professional fundraiser, I do not ask my donors to do anything that I am not willing to do myself. And I would do the same thing here. In respect for those who came before us, and in fellowship with those with us today, and in stewardship for those who are yet to come, I ask you with prayer and thoughtful consideration, express your faith with your time, your talent, and your treasures. Consider faithfully, consider with those who helped make that decision with you in your family, what you see is the needs of this church and how best we can answer those needs through the proposed budget. Let us continue to celebrate the present as we prepare Rejoice for the future. Now, several years ago, and I can't remember where, a resale shop someplace, let me put it this way. There's one constant that I know is always in my life. And as I said, several years ago, I was in a resale shop, and I found this little small religious token. On the front is it's Christ on the cross. And on the back, I would leave you with what it says. And this is Isaiah 41:10. Do not be afraid, for I am with you always. Thank you.